Hey, what's up, everybody? Cinephile Mike here, and we are in Season 4 of Awards Season Reviews, counting down to the 98th Academy Awards with 98 reviews in 98 days. Quick reminder before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the reviews coming your way. We are starting to wrap up our 8th theme week, which is Indy Week. This week is dedicated to all of those films running for Independent Spirit Awards and possibly others. This gives you a good chance to find a little undiscovered gem if you're looking for a break from your Oscar watching. Today, what better way to look at Indy Week than with a film about Indy? I am looking at IFC and Shudder's Good Boy. Co-written by Alex Cannon and the film's director Ben Leonberg, the film premiered at South by Southwest last May before being released in theaters this past fall. It's about Todd, played by Jensen, a young man living with a serious lung condition who leaves New York City behind for his late grandfather's, played by Larry Fessenden's, secluded home deep in the woods, hoping for quiet and isolation. With him is Indy, played by himself, his devoted dog who immediately senses that something is wrong with this house. While Todd tries to settle into his new routine, his sister Vera, played by Ariel Friedman, remains concerned from afar, convinced that the home carries something dark with it. A belief that feels increasingly justified as Indy begins reacting to unseen presences moving through the shadows. These feelings are also mirrored by an odd-acting neighbor, Richard, played by Stuart Rudin. Now, as Todd's health deteriorates, the house grows more unsettling. Indy becomes the audience's guide through the story, noticing things Todd either can't or won't acknowledge. The dog's perspective reveals disturbing signs tied to the home's past, also a missing family pet, Dog Bandit, played by Max, and other shadowy presences that take unique forms. Todd's physical and emotional decline strains his bond with Indy, creating moments of tension, fear, and vulnerability that affect both man and dog in profound ways. The film builds towards a tense and gripping climax, with Indy navigating dangers and uncertainties beyond his comprehension. Through these sequences, Good Boy explores loyalty, devotion, and the quiet heroism of a pet's love, leaving audiences moved by the sheer dedication of a dog who never stops trying to protect the one he loves. Indy is undeniably the heart of this film. Adorable, alert, and emotionally expressive, his eyes are some of the most expressive of anything I've seen on screen in a while. That said, we can't discount Indy's co-star, Jensen, who delivers a quietly remarkable performance as Todd. Though much of his character is seen from the neck down or blurred in some fleeting shots, Jensen really conveys, the fear, the frustration, and physical decline almost entirely through vocal inflection and some subtle movements. The interplay between Todd and Indy feels effortless, creating a relationship that grounds the story emotionally while giving the dog space to shine as the primary narrator of this household's mysteries. Leonberg's cinematography, though he credits himself as Wade Grebnoel, it's exceptional, really keeping the audience aligned with Indy's point of view without ever losing sight of the broader environment. Visual effects are carefully blended, enhancing eerie moments and Indy's nightmares without distracting from the emotional stakes. Alison Diviney's production design makes the isolated cabin feel lived in and full of details, from triumphant dog memorabilia to grandfather's exploits into taxidermy to subtle scratches on door frames that really enrich the sense of place and creepy vibe. Sam Bose-Miller's score reinforces attention, really leaning into the horror and unsettling atmosphere, especially during sequences focused solely on Indy, while the tight runtime of just over 70 minutes keeps this story taut and immersive. By the end of the film, viewers will be captivated not just by the story, but by Indy himself, a loyal, brave, and endlessly expressive companion whose courage and heart make him impossible not to love. Whether it's his perceptive reactions to the danger, his devotion to Todd, or his small gestures of comfort, Indy's gonna leave you wishing you had a dog like him in your own life. Maybe you do, and I hope you do. It almost makes me want to run out and get one. But I have big feelings about dogs in apartments, but that's another soapbox. Now, let's talk about box office and awards. By the end of its run, Good Boy made $6,624,062 domestically, an additional $2,127,654 internationally, for a worldwide total of $8,751,716. Critically, the film currently sits with a 90% tomato meter from 184 critical reviews and an 82% on the popcorn meter from over 500 audience reviews. Award season-wise, the film is currently nominated for 1 Independent Spirit Award, which is for Leonberg for his editing. Good Boy was named one of the top 10 independent films of the year by the National Board of Review. Indy made awards history when he won the Astra Award for Best Performance in a Horror or Thriller, beating such human contenders as Ethan Hawke, Alison Brie, Sally Hawkins, and Sophie Thatcher. It was also a Best First Feature nominee at the Astra Awards as well. At South by Southwest, where it premiered, Indy won the Howl of Fame Award, and also several other awards recognizing animal performance in a feature film. In addition to this, the film has received several accolades across film festivals and critic circles, here and overseas. So where do I land? This film, it's a very well-made 4-star film that, while it's a horror film, it's going to really give you so many feels that you're going to feel conflicted when you want to hug someone when you should be scared. The film is currently streaming on AMC+. Again, that is for the channel, not the theater chain. Thank you all for joining me for episode 55 of Award Season Review Season 4. We got 43 days left, so make sure you stay with me. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, drop your thoughts in the comments. You can follow me everywhere on social platforms, on Letterboxd, and of course, head over to cinephilemike.com for even more movie reviews and goodies. I'll be back tomorrow with the next film, but until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.